In this episode of IOTA, I'm going to cover the most common types of shots used for building a scene. The first two are wide and establishing shots. A wide shot is any frame that shows the whole scene. This could be a big landscape or even just a shot of the room, usually done with a shorter focal length or wide-angle lens. Now, establishing shots are very similar. They establish where the scene is going to be taking place. And a wide shot is a great way to show that, but establishing shots aren't only limited to wide shots. You could be showing a tight shot of an iconic landmark that helps establish a location, like the Eiffel Tower so we know we're in Paris, or the Statue of Liberty so it makes us think of New York. Or it can be as basic as the outside of a diner at dusk so we know where we are before jumping right inside the scene. These next few are character or subject shots. First is a full shot, and this means that we see our character or subject in full, from head to toe or top to bottom, if it's not a person. A two-shot is a frame that includes two characters. In shooting a narrative piece, this will be a shot you use a lot, because the interaction between characters is an important piece of storytelling. This shot doesn't mean your characters have to be even in the frame. They can be facing any number of ways. They can both be facing away from the camera, towards each other, towards the camera, away from each other, and any combination of those. The medium shot is relative to the subject, but usually implies a shot from the waist up. Being closer to the action than a wide or a full shot, it helps us see what the actions are in the frame, and we can be more involved with what's happening. To get even more involved or to put extra importance on things, we will use a close-up, which come in many varieties, like a medium close-up, which is in between a medium and a close-up, and that is usually from the mid-chest up. There's a tight close-up, and this is just under the chin, cutting off a little bit of the top of the head, and then there's an extreme close-up, or ECU, which is usually just mouth and eyes, or a very tight shot on the subject. Another term you might hear when discussing these types of framing is clean or dirty. And all this is saying is if there's something else in the frame dirtying it up, like the other actor or a cash register like this. Here are some side-by shots of a clean frame on the left and a dirty frame on the right. This is used when doing over-the-shoulder shots, where the shot is exactly as it says, over the shoulder. And one of the actor's shoulders, neck, and side of the face is in the shot. It's not quite the point of view, but it gives the character's perspective on the scene and is used all the time in filmmaking. That's going to wrap it up for this episode. If you have any questions on what I covered today, leave them in the comments below. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out the rest of our videos in the IOTA playlist. As always, happy shooting.